Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Carmen and Friends?
Kermit and Friends.
Kermit. But if
Kermit,
you're saying
like
not
the
to
frog?
do,
Yeah,
wait.
I actually have watched a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
How many hours have you watched, Natalie?
Oh, no. Probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy.
My wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kermit and Friends. I'm Elisa. This is Fozzie, and Kermit is watching from heaven. It's going to be a great show today. We have a terrific special guest that I'm really excited about. I mean, our guests have been incredible recently, and I just appreciate everyone so much for wanting to be a part of the show and helping and booking people and saying, oh, I know this guy. I think he'd be good. Or I know this girl. I think she'd be good. Or, bringing your friends. Making puppets and Muppets and just contributing in any way is so nice. And we appreciate it. It doesn't even matter like how good something turns out or, not. It doesn't matter. It's the heart and the passion that goes into it. And it thrills me so much to see people passionate about Kermit and Friends. Right, Wheezy?
Yes, it's been a great week for that. I mean, everybody has been creative and on fire. It's like the new year has brought some good new energy.
Yeah, and people, they've been, going shopping for items that pertain to Kermit and Friends. You don't need to spend a lot of money, you guys. Keep your money. Just your passion is good enough, and the heart that you put into it. And Trumpster Bob made a puppet for Kermit and Friends, and that is just terrific. Have you seen the puppet yet? What do you think of this puppet?
Well, I think the puppet's awesome. My favorite part was the process. He took us to Walmart to shop for the puppet, and then he streamed for an entire day making the puppet from scratch, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, and I think he actually had fun doing it, that's the best part is that if Kermit and Friends, if it in any way can enhance your life, that's the whole point of it. There's not really more points. People bring up things like in our Discord server, they say, "Oh, it should be more like this or more like that," and I just say, no, it is what you make of it, and just have fun and make friends. There's not much more to it than that.
Right. And it's been active lately. I've seen foes become friends, even if it's for a little while and then they separate again. But I like that creative energy that you're talking about because it makes people nicer.
Exactly. When I'm creative, I'm the most nice.
Me too.
So that's when I'm in my best possible mood.
Right.
I'm in my best possible mood when I'm creative. Like, so, I made a song recently with that frog, and I'll tell you, I was having a miserable day, like the worst day. And I was feeling so bad and so sad and so blue. And then this frog says, "Oh, I want to sing a song with you." And it was just so shocking. And I just didn't see it coming. And when other people are creative, I get inspired. So I try to be creative so other people are inspired. Like when I make a parody and then I see someone else doing it, I say, okay, this is why we do this.
Exactly.
This is why.
Yeah,
and speaking of that, look at this, Weezy. I've never seen a thing of beauty more in my entire life than what I'm looking at right now, Weezy. How would you describe what we're looking at there?
Well, there's actually 2 frogs, and one of them is they're both wearing jewelry, and it looks like there's been a ton of time put into them. They're very creative looking and definitely different than any other frogs I've ever seen.
Yeah. Bob, you're stepping it up. What inspired you to do this?
Well, I know that you like frogs. I've always wanted to make a puppet. There you go. This is my first puppet. My second puppet. This is Dig It, and this is Get It.
Those are so great.
This is like the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so creative. It's so on the mark for Kermit and Friends. It captures the spirit of Kermit and Friends. You were in Walmart for a long time. You were on a scooter.
It's so wholesome. Can we just say that?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Louise. It's like I've never seen a better version of Bob than when he was creating for 2-3 days. It was amazing. It was just so great. That's why we all love Bob.
Exactly. So, the fans agree, the people agree that Bob is being his best self. So if Kermit and Friends in any way can bring out your best self, then it's a success. Okay.
Absolutely.
So all these other things that people are looking at as a success, people are saying, oh, you should get like all these people on the show. I'm like, no. That's not what we're focused on. We're focused on Bob right now. Bob, nobody really knew Bob before. Okay. Nobody knew. Oh, it's Erica. Okay, hold on 1 second. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, Lisa, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for calling in.
Bob was driving around on a motor scooter in Walmart.
Yes. So Bob, so you watched Bob shop at Walmart?
Yeah.
You did?
I did.
Oh, how terrific. And what did you see there? What was he happy? Did he seem to be his best self as he was shopping?
Yes.
He was?
Yes, he seemed to be his best self. Yeah.
Okay. So Bob was shopping for puppet, I guess, ingredients at Walmart, and he was his best self.
He was shopping for everything. He was like Walmart shopping.
Yeah. He should really be sponsored by Walmart. So he bought I don't know how he did this or how he learned how to do this, but look what he did for Kermit and Friends. This is a selfless act, and I think people are happiest when they're creative and when they're doing a selfless act, and Bob has done both. So are you more attracted to Bob now that he has these 2 puppets? No, you're not.
Now, she's mad at me because I let into her today a little bit.
Okay, Erica, hold on 1 second. I'm just getting another call. I'm just curious who this is. Kermit and Friends.
She's still sexy, though.
I'm getting all the phone calls at mine.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I put the wrong number on the screen. I'm so sorry. How could I do that? That's not my phone number. Nobody call that number. Shit. Okay, just 1 second. See, I'm like kind of producing the show by myself. Hide. Okay. Oh my God. Am I like, I have COVID, and they say one of the side effects of COVID is a brain fog. And I actually don't know my own number right now. Wait, what's my number? I don't even know. Wait, hold on. This is really bad, you guys. Okay. This is my number. People are confusing me right now, but this is my phone number. I'm sorry. Just ignore that other one. Bob, I'm really disturbed by a couple things of my side effects from COVID. I have a brain fog. I don't know my own phone number. I forget things. This is not good, but your puppets made my day. So I'm going to bring on our first guest. We have a couple guests. One is a surprise guest that I'm really surprised about. This guy who's Charmin. I'm going to bring Paul, but let me just ask Charmin a question. Charmin, I think one of these guests is a friend of yours where you went on a podcast and there was 1 million viewers and then
It was rough. It's been a rough week for me, and I didn't know he was going to come, so this is a surprise for me. Just be you. Ask your questions. I reached out to you this week and asked you for advice on how to handle this, and you said you were willing to talk to this person because you have a bunch. You remember the text messages we sent this week?
Yeah, but you said he wasn't coming, and now he's here.
Last night, he DM'd me on Twitter and said that he'd been thinking about it and he thinks he needs to tell the story. And I told him, Coach Love told me, if someone tells you not to talk, talk louder. So I sent him a StreamYard link to your show today, and I didn't know he was going to be here.
Okay. All right. So Charmin went on a really big podcast with 1 million viewers on it.
Just a little podcast where he got a big response.
Okay, so it's a little podcast that he got over 1 million viewers because Charmin was the guest, and she was speaking about things that were controversial. Mm-hmm. And what ended up happening was he was attacked.
His studio was attacked.
Was it physically attacked?
I'd like him to answer these questions. Let's let him tell his story. If he's brave enough to talk, let's give him the opportunity to talk.
Okay. So he will be after Paul.
Okay.
So Cardiff, just sit tight.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. And, I'm anti-violence here. Like, I hate anything to do with violence. I don't believe in guns. I don't believe in anything. And then people are like, oh, if we, get rid of guns, should we get rid of knives? Yeah. Anything that's like a violent thing. Where
more people die every year from baseball bat attacks than they do from guns. It's true? About anger and violence. It's not just about the weapon. It's about how you manage it.
Okay, but I prefer, if I take a public bus, I'd rather people not have a weapon on that bus. I prefer they not have a baseball bat either, honestly. But if something like a baseball bat, you can also play baseball with, right?
Right.
But a gun is like only for one thing. So I would say anything that's only for one thing, that's murder, is probably not a good thing.
It could be for self-defense.
Yeah, but towards another gun.
Yeah, probably.
All
or
right,
somebody with a baseball bat. It's complicated. It gets complicated.
Okay, Charmin, let's talk about this later.
Okay,
About this later. I'm going to bring Cardiff Electric on. But first, let's go to our first book guest named Paul. This is Paul, the life coach. Welcome, Paul. Thank you so much for coming on Kermit and Friends. What a blessing.
Yeah, thank you. What an honor to be here and to meet you actually and talk. Wow.
Yes. So this is terrific. You wear many hats. When I looked you up, it said so many things about you. You're a life coach, you're a musician, you're a cryptocurrency expert. What is your primary field?
Music, rocking the drums and the guitar and the bass, and now singing a little bit of Elvis up front. I was in this band Dread Zeppelin.
Okay.
Led Zeppelin reggae, dread like dreadlocks.
Okay.
Dread Zeppelin. And then the guy was like, I'm going to be Elvis. So Tortelvis became Elvis up front. Led Zeppelin reggae with Elvis. Mind blown. So it turned out to be Robert Plant's favorite band. And I think Kermit has heard of it. I don't know.
Yeah. No, we all heard of you. Obviously, you're pretty well known. Okay. So, and then you're also a life coach. How do you find time to be also a life coach? It's very hard for me to wear many hats the way you do. How do you do this?
Well, I've always been like a truth seeker or looking for answers, and even from nutrition to what's going on around here and what makes sense. So from what I've acquired and learned, I share that with other people because it's valuable. So it's not like I'm marketing and being a life coach and getting paid for that, at least not at this point. I just help people as I go along. Like, say, I'm even on my way to the recording studio the other day, and there's people to talk to, and they have an issue, whether it's taking some street drugs or psych drugs. Well, here's some information you can check out. Drugfreeworld.org explains what's going on with drugs from marijuana all the way on up. And then cchr.org talks about the truth about psychiatry and what's going on there, exposing the fraud and the what they're doing with the drugging people and the violence, speaking of the violence and killing people in the name of help. It's like crazy. So, these I've come across these things and just help people as I searched and found things for myself.
Okay, well, that's great because we do have a little problem right now, okay? Oh, here, I have a caller. Just 1 second. This is one of my problems. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Yeah, my question is for Paul Maselli. Frankly, you're nothing more than a cover band, so I don't understand. You're a cover band that plays Led Zeppelin songs. You have no original material. You do nothing original. Also, I love how everyone's an expert, right, on life. And, I know all the answers. I'm going to help you. I'm going to cure you. You're a snake oil salesman. You know nothing. You're not qualified to give anybody advice on anything.
Why
That's
not?
right.
Why isn't he qualified? I don't understand that. I don't really understand that. How does he know if you're qualified or not? What makes somebody qualified to give advice?
Caller?
No, I'm asking you, Paul.
Oh, I wanted him to get it all out. What else? What else?
Well, he does. He needs some help. That guy. But he. Oh, he.
Cleaning lady.
Oh. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hi, Sugar. How are you?
Oh, hi, Sugar. Oh, thanks so much for calling in.
Okay. Will Paul Maselli be our Reverend? I want him to be Reverend too, along with Andy.
Oh, that's wonderful. What about him makes you think he'd be a good Reverend?
Because I have a scar.
I love his energy. I love his life philosophy. And, this is Kermitarianism, so the bar is set relatively low.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I think that's a great idea. So you like his positivity, his outlook. He seems to be a nice guy. Do you think a nice guy should be Reverend here?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's on brand for us.
Yeah.
I am down with Reverend Paul. If he's willing to do it, I would like to nominate him for our new Reverend along with Andy.
Okay.
He can be Reverend number A, and Andy can be Reverend 1.
I think that's a terrific idea, Sugar. And by the way, what's wrong with a cover band? I didn't understand that.
Well,
what's wrong with a cover band? Like Brain had a big problem with him being in a cover band. It's like, what's wrong with that?
First of all, Led Zeppelin is a legendary band. Robert Plant raves about them. And first of all, there's nothing wrong with being in a cover band or a tribute band, but Led Zeppelin is an art band where they actually take Led Zeppelin songs and do the reggae version with Elvis as the lead singer. And it's just a funny concept. And apparently it works very well and it's an ongoing thing live. I've heard some of the music that actually sounds good. So it's an art band.
So you're familiar with this band? You're familiar with them, Sugar?
What? Huh?
You're familiar with this band that he's in?
Forever. Everybody knows Led Zeppelin.
Wow.
Raves about them.
Cool. All right. Now we're talking. All right. So we got a famous. Thank you, Sugar. Thank you for your call. Thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I love you. This is a great person. See, Sugar is a fan. See, this is wonderful. Okay. So, all right. So we squared that away. Now, another problem, Paul, we need help with is I have these two frogs that are at odds. Okay. So I have frog number 1, which is the frog producer right below you. And then I have frog number 2, which is T-Bob. He has an original Muppet that he made from Walmart, and they're at odds. And I wish they would just work together. So do you have any advice for frogs that can't get along and can't be in a working environment at the same time?
Well, it turns out whenever there's a conflict, there's usually somebody promoting it in between. So if somebody said something to you and somebody said something to you about the other person, that's one thing to check.
Oh, so you're saying it's not just the frogs, it's other people like getting in the middle of it?
Somebody talking in somebody's ear on either side. Somebody mentioned, hey, I don't like something about them. And all of a sudden it's banging around in their head, like, and then they start to fight, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, T-Bob, is there something about the frog that you don't like currently?
Hey, is that a frog? Is that what is that?
Hey, I believe she asked my boy, not you, boy. Yeah, hold on a minute, bro. For you, bro. Yeah, the problem is that Rob has another friend named Rick who's too proud to apologize for all of his wrongdoing through the years. And then they got this other friend, Christina, and it goes against her atheist church views to apologize for any bad deeds because to her, those are like trophies. So if she has to give an apology, you might as well shoot her in the freaking head. So that would be the problem. And the problem with that is that no matter what takes place, no matter how many times me and Rob apologize to each other and make friends with each other, until both of them apologize, he's always going to jump onto their bandwagon. So no peace, no friendship. I don't give a crap if he died or walk in front of a train tomorrow. I would just open a beer and have a drink. You know, something like this. Hell yeah!
Frog, any response to that?
Yeah, let's talk about this, Robert.
You need to be
What exactly bothers you, and why all the threats and the bad behavior? I'm supporting you. You have a very nice frog there, and I enjoyed watching you make that frog. In fact, I'm going to help you out. But you've threatened me for 24 hours now. You're going to get me and beat me up and stomp on me, and I'm going to run away with my tail between my legs. And
no, I never said I was going to do that. I said my frogs were going to defeat your frog because my frogs are really about love. You dig? I love you, Lisa.
It's a very nice frog, Bob.
There. You always went with love, right? Dig it.
That's right. There's a lot of effort there, and you know, I'm supporting you.
Dig
That
it.
frog is your support animal, then may he go everywhere with you. Did he go to Walmart with you?
No, he didn't go to Walmart with me. He didn't want to, you know, frogs like to stay, you know, close to swampy water and all of that.
All right. Okay. So Bob, you know, there was a video that I worked on with Frog here, and you really tore it apart. And I worked hard on it, and I was just wondering, like, why don't you like that video?
Okay, let me break it down for you. You did a great job on your end of the video. And his frog did a good job for what he's doing. But when you bring the two together, it looks like crap. It looks like it belongs in a D-rated, under-budgeted film.
Okay, hold. Okay, all right, Erica. Yes. Any thoughts on Bob and what he's saying about this video that I made with the frog?
I'm the expert caller, so there's no thoughts on your guess. Nobody cares. The whole thing is everyone wants to have fun. It's a fucking New Year. It's 2022. 2021 fucking sucked. Everyone agrees on 2021 fucking sucked.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that.
Ex-caller sucked. Everyone on your show sucked so far, so fuck off.
Oh, I'll tell her what.
Wow.
She got it all wrong. She's a loser. She needs to pull herself up out of the gutter and stop hating on people. She's going to win this year over with love, because last year only sucked because you dumbass voted for Joe Biden. Now, if you hadn't done that and Trump was still our president, everybody'd be winning still and everybody'd be happy.
Boy, Bob, aren't you glad you didn't get hooked up with that?
For me? Oh, hell, that was never going to happen.
All right, everybody calm down. I'd like to play the video that I made with the frog. I'm very proud of it. I know Bob doesn't like it, but let's just share it with everybody.
The video parts of it. I don't like it coming together as a whole because it's like you're off in a distant fog. Nobody can see any part of you hardly. It's like you need, you know, binoculars to see you, but you got to take them off and go, whoa, to the frog.
All right, well, let's check it out. Let's see what people think.
Yeah.
Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Met a frog, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to our old summer nights.
It's a frog, wasn't Andy bad enough? It's a frog, means you can't be in love. Ribbit, 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 ribbit,
by me, she got a cramp.
He ran by me, got my suit down.
I saved her life, she nearly drowned.
He showed up, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun, but all the summer nights.
It's a frog, wasn't Andy bad enough? It's a frog, can't be in love. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Took her bowling in the arcade.
We went strolling, drank lemonade.
We made out under the dawn.
We stayed out till 10 o'clock.
Summer flings don't mean a thing, but all the summer night.
It's a frog, and you think bad enough. It's a frog, you can't be in love. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. He got friendly, holding my hand.
Well, she got friendly down in the sand.
He was sweet, just turned 18.
Well, she was good, if you know what I mean.
Summer heat, froggy girl me, all the summer night. It's a frog, and you think bad enough. It's a frog, you can't be in love. It turned colder, that's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at the seams. But oh, those summer
Wow.
Great song. Rob did really good singing up until the last, and then he kind of lost it at the end. But you
Bob,
can't.
I was kind of thinking that your frog goes with the song. Like you could make your frog like sing the song.
Probably, but you
There you
know,
go.
Rob, we ain't working together. Get that out of your mind.
Why not?
Just a thought, Bob.
You trust him.
He's willing to work with you, Bob. He's willing to help and work with you. I think that's really
don't know
nice.
this guy. He would love nothing but that, so he could stab me in the back again. He lives for that.
I'm gonna start a fund right now for you, Bob. Bob,
Through the mud
let me
for
help you.
10,000 miles just to be able to get something over on me.
Let me help you, Bob. Everybody watching, paypal.me/RobDeHaven. Put money in there, and I will help Bob with some glue and some material and some money to spend at Walmart to make more
I
puppets.
think that's a good idea. I think this is a great idea because we could see what the frog is capable of. I didn't know what he was capable of, but now we know. So this is great, Bob. This is good for us. This doesn't hurt us. It actually helps a lot.
Better quality than the one I seen earlier or yesterday, but I gotta say it's still out of sync. There's no he needs to be able to make you more clear. His problem is I'm not gonna tell you his problem. That'd be helping him out. But it's just not. It's not quality. Though. It should be rated quality.
Who writes your comedy? That's pretty good. You make me laugh.
All right. So you didn't like that video. I love the video. I mean, I got so much. You love the song, right? You love the song. The video's fun. And the fact that the frog did this is just tremendous. So if people are watching this and they say, oh, I want to get involved in Kermit and Friends, creativity like the frog has displayed is wonderful. We want that. We want more.
He's getting better. and I'll give you credit on that end.
All right. Oh, I'm getting a caller. I don't know who this is.
Back to
Kermit.
the guest.
Okay, you didn't like the video. I get it. Okay, Kermit and Friends, how can I help you? Thank you. What? No. You can't call in and say Baba Booey. This is Kermit and Friends. You're calling the wrong number.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. All right. So let's get to the bottom real quick. I'd like to get to Charmin's person here because Charmin is a major person here on the show. She went on a huge podcast with 1 million viewers. This is terrific. This is what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants to go on a big podcast. I remember when I went on the Heather McDonald podcast, for instance. I met a lot of people through that. People were writing to me. People were saying, "Oh, you're so funny." People were compliments. That's what we do this for, right? Just compliments and good things like that. So Charmin went on a podcast, and the opposite happened with this guy. His name's Cardiff Electric. He's a podcast host of a very big podcast. He's muted right now. Cardiff Electric, what is going on? Cardiff, you're muted. I don't know how I can help you here. Just unmute yourself. You seem to be in disguise. Oh, there you go. Okay, so Cardiff, you interviewed Charmin Smith, presidential hopeful of the last election. Okay, you interviewed her. There was 1 million people listening. What happened after that interview?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, what happened though? What happened? She does a lot of interviews all over the place. Everybody wants her for their show. You got her somehow. After the show, what happened?
Well, first, I've been a target before, but this is something new for me. I've never been targeted like this before.
Okay, so you were targeted. How were you targeted?
In the past or now?
No, with Charmin.
Oh, so our studio was destroyed with a vehicle, drove right into the studio, and then they took what appears to be hammers and smashed all our equipment and servers.
Okay, so somebody drove a car into the studio where you interviewed Charmin.
Right through the window, smash.
Has this ever happened to you before?
Not like this. No, I've been targeted in the past, but not violently before. It's always been with doxing and haters and trolls on the internet, but never like this.
Why do you think that happened? Why do you think that you were targeted in like a violent attack? Did you call the police?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to involve the authorities.
Why not?
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is like a big mess. Do you think it has anything to do with your guest Charmin here?
The timing is suspect to me, but I wouldn't want to blame Charmin in any way because that's not correct. But
Hey, buddy. It sounds like you're blaming her, and it sounds like this is not an internet thing to me. It sounds like maybe you were messing with someone's girlfriend or something, and they got mad at you.
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Charmin.
I did get a message the day before from an anonymous person that told me
Anonymous
not
woman?
to have her back on.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting a caller. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Look, it's clear this guy's lying. I have proof he's lying. He had no car crash through his
What's your proof?
studio. His dogs did not get stolen. Nothing happened. He's a big fraud, loser, scumbag. And he's fucking with the wrong people at this point because I got all his fucking info. He wants to fucking play. We're going to play, you fucking fraud cocksucker. Go ahead.
Wait, what's your info? What?
So one of the things that Cardiff said to me is that he was getting a bunch of trolling behavior and that he had gotten some really scary messages the night before. And then he showed up to his studio and it looked like somebody had driven a car through the front door. and his dogs were missing. His
Dogs
equipment
were missing.
his
Are
dogs
his dogs back?
His dogs are back. He
Good.
purchased new equipment. He hasn't called the police. He's been told to bury the story. I don't know what's going on. I've never had a situation like this. I've never
I got
had a
your back,
situation
Sherman.
where someone has had some type of physical damage caused to their property and not called the police. All of it just seems very strange to me, and I don't know what to do. I would rather call the police and call the news and blow it up, but I am at the limits
We can
of
do that.
whatever he's willing to do. It's
Well,
his
he's not doing
safety.
anything.
No,
Wait,
and
hold on 1 second, Charmin. I'm sorry. I have 2 fans together in one place. Yes, Kermit and Friends.
Hi, Lisa. I'm with Baloney. It's Barry Boss.
Barry Boss with fellow Kermitarian Baloney met up in person. They're partying in Miami right now. Barry, do you suggest to other Kermitarians they should do the same thing?
Hey, Baloney, say what's up.
What's up, Baloney?
Yeah?
Is he okay? Is Baloney okay?
Yeah, Baloney's fine. Speak up.
Hey, Baloney. Good care of Barry. Who's paying for lunch?
Ocean Drive, chilling out.
Cool.
Having a good time.
Cool. Great. Okay. So you guys having a great fun, and you recommend to others to meet up, make friends?
Yeah, Joey wanted to come down, but he didn't know we were going to be hanging out. So
That's okay. Next time Joey will come.
Yeah,
and have fun today, you guys. I know you can't take pictures, but you could maybe blur the faces out or something. I mean, I would love to see what you guys are up to. Congratulations.
In the background, there's a concert going on next door at some hotel restaurant.
All right, Barry. Okay, I got to go because Charmin was on a podcast that was violently run over by a car. So I got to go. But congratulations, and I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Love you guys. All right. Wow. See, meet up with other Kermitarians. All right. So that guy left. Frog, what do you think happened there? Why did he? Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay. You're back. Okay.
I wonder, sir, why are you? There's no concern in your voice for your dogs. That would be my main and only concern at this point is, what about the dogs?
I told Charmin that I did find the dogs.
Okay, so there's
And,
some
and
reason
were they
you-
okay? Were they in one piece? Did they look harmed or abused?
No, they're dead.
Dead? No, stop it. Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did they die? Did they get hit by that car? That's so horrible. Did they get hit by a car?
I don't know.
What did they look like happened to them?
Just poisoning.
Poisoning? Is this a true story, Cardiff?
I'm going to call bullshit.
Yeah,
I call
this
bullshit.
This is really weird, Cardiff. You're saying Charmin went on your podcast. The next day, somebody ran into your studio with a car. Your dogs are dead.
Did you hear the person that called earlier and tried to threaten me?
Yeah, that's this guy. He's right here.
Oh no.
Hey Cardiff. Hey Cardiff. Hey scumbag. Okay, there we go.
Why
Your
are you
audio's
threatening
working.
me?
Cardiff.
I'm just trying to
Come on, man.
help
Really?
the world.
You really? Why don't you just come clean, dude, and say you made it up for views? Obviously, you're a
million views.
scumbag. He's a liar. I mean, look, he doesn't even want to show his face. What a
Because
scumbag!
of people
right?
like you who are
You're
threatening
a
me.
fucking idiot, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. We know you didn't lose your dogs. Nobody cares about you. Nobody even
Wait,
knows
how do you
who
know
the fuck.
that?
Nobody even knows who the fuck he is. I've never heard of the guy before. Right? Never heard of the guy. And all of a sudden, people are driving cars through his studio to fuck with him. They steal his dogs and fuck all his equipment up. Come on, man.
Have you ever heard of radio gunk?
You're an idiot, dude. Look at your mic. Even your mic sucks. All you have to do is look at the guy's goddamn shitty mic, which is a Snowball, the cheapest piece of shit, scummy mic on the planet. Rest my case. Go ahead. Why
I'm
can't
done.
you afford a good mic, dummy? Why not?
Maybe it was stolen. I mean, everything was stolen, right? Didn't they drive into your
Everything
studio?
was destroyed. I had to go to Best Buy to buy a laptop and a mic. This is all I could put together right now.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. But what about Charmin? I mean, aren't you worried for her?
I'm hoping
I feel bad for this guy. He has told me he's now wearing masks in public for his safety. There's
and for COVID.
yeah. I don't know what to think of this. I've never had a situation like this before, and I think the police need to be involved. I think the local news needs to be involved.
Yeah, exactly. Why didn't you call
It
the
was an
police?
audio interview. It was an audio interview, not a face interview. This is the first time I'm seeing anything to do with this individual. I appreciate you showing up here today. I know this is hard.
Nice. It's
I'm
hard.
proud of you.
But I want the real story. I want
We
him
want to
to
know
say
what's going
what
on.
happened. Say what happened, Cardiff. Cardiff, what happened to you?
A car drove right through our studio and they smashed all our equipment and they tried to shut us down. The night before, I received a message from a woman, didn't leave a name, but just said she mentioned Charmin, and then the next day everything was gone. So it's very scary. It's very hard. I've been targeted all over the internet before. If you've ever heard of Radio Gunk, they spread lies about me all over the internet. They've had me blocked unfairly by some of my heroes on the internet, and we're just trying to spread the truth.
Okay, so you want to spread the truth, but you don't want to tell the police. I feel like you have to call the police to get some safety because this could happen again. They know where you are.
That's why we have to move. But there's some reasons. The people that back the program and my network have some things that they don't want the police sniffing around the building. That's all I can say. They didn't even want me to do this today.
Really? Wow. Frog, what do you think he should do?
I think I called bullshit a long time ago.
Yeah, but why would he be saying this?
It just doesn't make any sense. If you have a podcast and everybody's already seen your face, then why the hell hide it now? Your name is up there.
Well, typically a podcast is audio. We're actually misusing the term podcast here. So people might not know what he looks like. Is that right, Cardiff?
Yes, that's generally true. I've been at a couple live appearances, but that's to a small audience. But this is coming from somebody wearing a frog mask, so I would not give it any credibility at all.
Huh. All right. So what do you want us to do here? Because, I mean, actually, Harry is here. Harry says that he can help. Harry, what's going on? I can't hear you, Harry, but I would appreciate your help. See, a lot of people want to talk to you, Cardiff. People are asking if there's any photographs of your studio being destroyed. Harry, I don't have any audio from you, unfortunately, right now. So just turn on your audio. Oh my gosh, this is such a crazy situation because I don't know. Was Charmin actually physically in the studio, or she wasn't in the studio even?
No, unfortunately.
She wasn't in the studio. No. Okay. All right. Harry, you there, buddy? Okay. I do not know what's going on with Harry's audio, but I
think because you said he's trying to help me, so someone's probably stopping him.
Oh, you think he's being silenced?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Somebody who's not being silenced is Brain.
No, I'm not being silenced. Look, come on, dude. Look. If somebody drives through my fucking house, steals my dogs, fucks up all my equipment, right? Obviously, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to take photos of it. I'm going to document it. The fact that you have no receipts means you're a fucking liar. The fact that you can't put your real face on camera means you're a fucking fraud, liar, scumbag. I know you don't get 1 million views. I know he
did get 1 million views.
No, you can buy views, dummy. You can buy views. I'm not calling you a dummy, Elisa. I'm calling this guy dummy. He buys views. I have all the proof. Jack's looked into it. I have all of it. I'm gonna show it on my show later.
What?
This guy's a big
What kind of
fucking
proof do you have?
scumbag, fucking fraud. He's got nothing. He's a scumbag. He fucked with the wrong guy this time. Nobody buys your bullshit, dude. Come on, dude. Go ahead.
I just don't
What's
understand
your-
how you have proof. It doesn't make sense. How
Because
do you have proof?
you can get proof on anybody. It's
No, but
easy.
you have proof that his dogs, like they didn't kill his dog.
He didn't. Look, come on, man. Look, why is he not responding? Go ahead.
Because your very aggressive and hurtful nature is hard for me to deal with.
Okay. All right. So
I like Harry.
Yeah, he's quiet. He's muted. Harry, I've seen you at so many shows. What's going on? I feel like you might be, if you want to call in, like on my phone, that would be good. But anyway, a lot of people are not believing.
How about now? Is it working now?
Oh, yeah, it's working perfectly now. Okay, what are your thoughts on the situation at hand with Charmin's podcast interviewer?
I don't think it's got anything to do with Charmin. That's the A aspect. The B aspect is, I know from out here, for some reason, buildings are like magnets for cars out here. Every time one gets hit, it makes the news. So if a car would have driven into the building with the damage that he's describing, surely it would have been on the evening news.
Oh,
So
okay.
where's the link to the news story?
Well, there's no news story at all.
Obviously not, because it's crap.
Wow, Cardiff, do you feel bad that people are calling you out, like Harry and like Brain and like even the Kermit the Frog?
I thought I was coming to a supportive place, but obviously I was mistaken.
Well, I mean, what do you want from people? Because people want to call the police. They want to help in that kind of way. I don't think that what do you expect us to do?
Have you got photos of the damage?
Yes.
Let's see the photos.
You can go to my Twitter and I'll post them there.
All right. So Charmin's saying she wants to call the police and the news. I agree with Charmin.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go pull this Twitter up and bring it back for you, Elisa.
There you go.
Thank you. What a great frog. What a terrific frog. Wow. Awesome guy.
Well,
Okay.
then, if this was a threat of some kind that came over the phone, according to this guy about Charmin, then surely Charmin would have already been contacted by the authorities.
Definitely.
At some point.
Definitely. We're going to help. We're going to get all the information together, like Brain's information and the frog's information. Harry, if you have any information, I want to get Paul's opinion. Paul, do you have an opinion?
Well, things happen in life, and the idea is to utilize the counter efforts. Like from the moment you wake up, you're dealing with the body, you're dealing with stuff and people, and things happen. So instead of thinking something to handicap yourself, like I'm never going to do that again, or I'm never going to eat again, or I'm going to drive a car again, or no, utilize it. Like, okay, well, next time you can do this with the car, or just something to learn from it. Somehow utilize the counter efforts.
Oh, that sounds very like self-help.
Growth from that.
Like
That's
something
one thing.
self-help. Maybe you just don't concentrate on this. But I mean, if somebody's like driving a car through your home, I mean, it's hard to ignore that, really. The good news, though, is we have a little cute segment coming up, an exercise segment. So if anybody or any puppet wants to exercise, we have Fitness Frank. Fitness Frank, you have a workout routine that you prepared for today. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, we got a beginner's buttercup biscuit challenge for all the freaking Kermitarians out there.
Okay, and is that the video that you sent me earlier?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay, great. Okay, so we have a beautiful video from Fitness Frank. Fitness Frank wants everybody to be in shape for the new year. Let's bring that video up. Let's see. It's called Beginning Buttercup. So this is for beginners.
Do it.
Let's take a little intermission. Time to get off your seat. Yeah. It's time for a little pump session. Yeah. Buttercup Biscuit Buttercup Beginner Challenge. You gotta get move it to start with the groove. You know, a lot of Buttercup Biscuits, they ask the Frank, where do we start, Fitness Frank? Right here with the Fitness Frank. By picking those feet right up. Yeah, you're just gonna wanna get those feet going right on up off the ground. Out of your seat and you're pumping already. This is how it starts, Buttercup Biscuit. Yeah. Once we got that going, reach to the skies. Oh. As you roll your neck back. Oh, yeah. Oh, just like that. Hey, we just got through the friggin' warm-up, Buttercup Biscuit. Go ahead with the Fitness Frank with 4 moves. Follow along at home. And get that libido pumping. First things first. Sumo squats. Whoa! It's gonna give you the libido, okay? The pump, all right? It's gonna give you the overall stamina that you need. Follow along with the Frank.
Okay, that's a little too sexy for the show, Frank.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's a little too sexy, but if people want to work out with you, how do they do it?
Hey, you check out the Fitness Frank on the Fitness Frank YouTube realms.
Okay, so you're on YouTube. So people, if they want a personal training session, just check out Fitness Frank on YouTube, and he's terrific. Obviously, he'll train you. I'm sure he charges for that. Okay, so T-Bob Love, you're looking really good. Is that the puppet that's supposed to be me?
This is the puppet I built for you. Tomorrow, I'm putting this puppet in the mail, and it's headed to you.
Wonderful. I really look forward to receiving that puppet.
This is a highly updated puppet. I want you to notice this, guys. I put a little effort into this. This is a great puppet here. Just to educate your audience. My first puppet, he's hard to work with. He's made for a man's hand, though, so that's good. But when you turn his head down like at an angle, his breathers go for it. Don't let his bottom mouth move. So you got to hold him straight if you're going to move that bottom lip. You dig? Now, here's the thing. With her, I made a lot of improvements. I had to use a lot of layers on him. But with her, it was a one skirt fit, so I was able to give her a nice dress for material. It's made for a woman's hand, so your hand is going to fit. I can barely get my hand in here. It's going to fit yours perfect. And now she's just beautiful. I mean, she's easy to operate. You can see the distance there. So she's
wow, what a hobby. This is such a great new hobby for you. I feel like it takes away from some of the negative stuff that you got involved in, like with the Taylors and all those people and Mark Connors. Like Wheezy, it creates joy when we see Bob so innocent.
It's almost as if he's in his natural element, you know?
Yeah,
he
like
wants
he
to
found
be
his
there.
calling. Exactly. He found
Right.
his calling. Exactly. And you know, it's so fun. Even when like Kermit and Friends isn't live, it's really fun to see like what people are up to, you know, during other times. Like some people go on other shows, not just Kermit and Friends. Like, you know, Wheezy has his own show and Bob has his own show, and they all collaborate together. And even Wappy has a show. Did you guys know this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I recently found out by seeing a clip of it.
Yeah, so this was fun. So Wappy, besides singing on Kermit and Friends, Wappy also is on a different show. What is that show, Wappy?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I have a very good clip of you on a show.
Oh yeah, he turns into the Hulk, baby.
Yeah, and I didn't know that he is like as fit as Fitness Frank. And I want you to sing, but first I'm going to play this little clip, okay?
Yes, play the clip.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Wappy for KAF. Here he is.
The way that this shit happened was like he was talking shit and he was saying where he was, and I pulled up to where I.
What's up, bitch?
Hold on,
you like
hold
the
on.
fuck beat out of you? I'll fucking strangle the life out of you, you fucking punk. Let's meet up.
Your music sucks. Your music
Let's
sucks.
meet up,
Your
bitch.
music sucks.
Let's
Your
get you
music
fucked
sucks.
up, bitch.
Your
Come
music
get fucked
sucks.
up. I don't give a fuck, bitch.
I'm way bigger than you, bitch. Your music sucks.
Whoa. Look at me and look at you, bitch. You look like a fucking pussy.
Your music sucks, Wappy. Your music sucks.
Oh,
You're fucking piano.
boy.
You're
Let's get fucking
everything
going,
that
boy.
you got
Go
going on. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Every single one of your music.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, you look like a fucking.
Come on!
Come get fucked up, bitch! Come get fucked up, bitch! Come get fucked up, bitch! Get fucked up, bitch!
Listen, though. Listen, Wappy. Listen, your music fucking sucks.
I don't give a fuck what you think. You're a retard.
You're a fucking show your chopstick.
Look at how little you're so fucking little, dude. You're little.
Oh, fuck you the fuck up.
Yeah, right, dude. I'll hospitalize you. You think I'm fucking playing too?
Come on! I will literally destroy you clinically, bitch. I will destroy you.
You'll be on a fucking breathing tube soon, bitch. Let's do it. Come to Vegas, bitch.
You're fucking.
All right. So is that a friend of yours or who is that?
Yeah, kind of something like that. He's like a live streamer.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're having fun when you're not on Kermit and Friends, but now you're on Kermit and Friends singing, being innocent. Everybody enjoy Wappy.
Hold on a second. 1 second.
She's sick and tired of these people. They've been treating her mean. They've been making her bleed. She's sick and tired of this world. It's been making her ill. Oh, for her I would kill. So cold. She's really got a feeling. She don't know this world. She's gonna jump off and go cold. She's really got a feeling. She don't know this world. She's gonna jump off and go. She's been waiting, watching from her window. She sees the faces in the distance. She doesn't miss them. She's been watching the world go by, and she don't care why. So cold, she's really got a feeling. She don't know this world. She's gonna jump off and go cold. She's really got a feeling. She don't know this world. She's gonna jump off and go.
All right. So we have a lot going on right now. It gets kind of confusing for me, but thank God I have my frog here. Frog, were you able to get any evidence or anything at all?
I got a pickle.
You got one pickle? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess.
The account is gone.
The account is gone. He erased his account.
It's gone. I could try to show you here, but if I
The
don't.
Twitter
lose
account
my
is
way-
gone.
Yep, it's gone again.
Wait, so you're
Here we
saying
go.
he deleted his own account because of us?
Or they'll blame hackers.
Oh, that's very interesting. I'm sorry
There
to.
you go. There you go. Right here. It's gone.
All right. Well, that's very disturbing that it'd be gone.
This account no longer exists.
This account no longer exists. Cardiff Electric, did you delete your account because of us? What happened?
The frog does not know how to spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is true. I give you that one.
He does. He doesn't. You knew. How did you know that? It's true. Oh yeah, Kermit and Friends. How can I help you?
That's right. Stay tuned because I got a great one coming up tonight with Brain and the Frog. Ribbit, love you, Kermit.
Oh, that's
Hey.
Wendy. Cool. So you're going to be on Wendy's show too. Is that right?
I have no more shows scheduled. I only
don't?
here.
Everybody wants you. Isn't that great? Told you that would happen.
I'll send one of my friends. I'll send the hamburger over to you.
Or send send Elmo. I think Elmo would be good. All right. So the Charmin thing is very confusing. Nobody believes that guy. I mean, does this guy look believable to you? Cardiff, nobody believes you because you didn't call the police and you deleted your Twitter.
My Twitter's not deleted. The frog looked up the wrong account. You could see it right there.
Okay. All right.
But if you're on Twitch, no T, because Hater and Troll took my name with the T, so I had to do it with no T.
You know, Charmin always says that she's being targeted, right? So she always says that she's being targeted, but I wonder if you're targeting her. Like you knew that people would care if this happened surrounding her. I'm trying to figure out why you would do that. Like what the purpose of that would be.
I simply had, basically, one of my listeners recommended I have Charmin on my show.
And
the
who was
Cardiff
that?
Electric
Who was that
Podcast.
person? Who recommended Charmin for your show? Who recommended her?
I would have to go through my DMs on Twitter to find that out, but I can do that for you.
Because it could be someone from here, and it could be someone like setting her up, or I don't know. Brain, you said you're like upset about something. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, no.
Look. I'm pissed off. Obviously, the guy's a fraud. I'm going to do an after show after this. I'm pissed off. I'm irritated. The guy's a big scam. And also, by the way,
okay.
The CGI frog, the computer-generated frog beat the shit out of Bob. Bob lost. His puppets looked like fucking shit. It was a goddamn fucking oven mitt. It was a fucking oven mitt, right? Look at Bob's goddamn puppets, right? He has a fucking oven mitt with shit fucking sewed onto it.
What do you mean? It's adorable. It looks
That's
wonderful.
a goddamn oven mitt, man.
He's
That's
jealous.
not adorable. How
jealous
is that fucking adorable? Like,
He
who
doesn't
does
know how
this
to make
shit?
one, and he's jealous because I got to get it on.
I'm
with
not jealous.
America.
I prefer Rob's.
Oh, he does have a point, Brain. He does have a point. Bob thinks that you're jealous that he got with Erica and you didn't. Is there any truth
He
to
didn't. I've been with Erica every day for weeks. I'm not jealous. The guy's a scumbag. I'm not jealous. The guy makes shitty puppets. That's all I'm trying to tell you. He makes crappy
see you
puppets
do better,
with
Big Mouth.
oven mitts.
Let's see you do
and
better,
fucking
Big Mouth.
bullshit.
Let's see you do
bullshit
better, Big Mouth. If
materials
you
that
make
he
one
gets
better,
from
you
Walmart.
suck. You
Come
suck.
on,
If you
man.
make one better, you
I
got no talent.
prefer
Look, the reason you
this
never
guy
made
up
a
here.
movie
I
acting,
prefer
Brian,
this
is
guy up
you
here.
got no
I'm
talent.
sorry.
You got
I'm
no
sorry.
talent. You got
This
no
is better.
skill. You got
This
no
is better.
talent.
Way
You got no
more
drive.
talent.
Hell, you can't even
Shut up.
sing.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
put
it's not
down
a
music
problem,
like
but
you just heard from
This
Wappy,
guy,
which is really good,
right
by
here
the
is
way.
better.
Thumbs
I'm
up to
sorry.
Wappy on that
He
one.
beat
I
you,
wrote a
dude.
new song
This
for
guy
Wappy.
right
I'm
here
gonna
fucking
be happy
beat
afterwards.
you.
Hey
This
guys,
guy is
fucking beat you.
talented.
Go
guys,
ahead.
The
starting
only thing
arguments
he
is
knows
probably the most
is
irritating sign of
he's
jealousy.
on with Charmin.
He beat
How
you.
about it? Nobody likes Charmin. Fucking stupid Democrat.
Of
Ain't
course
nobody gonna
not.
run through that
Nobody
moron. I
likes
agree
that.
with you on
I
that.
get it.
Nobody's gonna run through a shop and the cops
Right.
not get called. But let me tell you something else. Charmin's a loser. She's not going to win any election. She
What?
couldn't win as the damn garbage collector. She could collect garbage.
All right. Now you're going against Charmin. You gone a little too far now, Bob. Yeah, Kermit and Friends, how can I help you? Everybody loves the frog. Actually, let me ask Andy. Andy, do you have a favorite frog? Did you see all the puppets today?
I hate them all, and I told you from the first day I met you, your show should not even be called Kermit and Friends. You want me to call Jim Henson right now?
What?
On the heaven line? I'm going to call him in heaven because he's dead, and he took his frog with him.
Wait, so you don't think I should have any frogs on this show at all?
You should have nothing to do with Kermit, Fozzie, Miss Piggy, unless you want to be Miss Piggy. Do you want to be Miss Piggy?
I don't know, maybe.
You think you're fat. It's so funny that you think you're fat, and you're so beautiful and thin.
Okay, so if I showed you a really great frog, would you change your mind?
No, baby. Are you still sick with COVID?
Yeah, I am. I'm really sick.
Did you tell your viewers?
Yeah, I told them. I mean, I know how I got it. A lot of people around me are not vaccinated and they don't believe in it, and they're really sick and they're saying it's a cold or a flu and they refuse to get tested. And I'm surrounded by people like that. And then those people are giving it to their families, and then their families, including children, are getting it. And it's
That's how Omicron or whatever it's called spreads. It's just and then they tell two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty much surrounded. So I had no shot. You know, I knew I was going to get it. And then people are coming into work that are testing positive.
Did you give it to your dog, who, by the way, folks, is named Fozzie?
I think you could give these Kermit dolls a little second chance because they're so cute. Like, look at this one. This one's purple. Look how cute
How about this,
is.
Andy? How about this, Andy? My name's Kermo the frog.
Yeah, see, you could like some of these frogs. Oh, so how have you been, Andy? What'd you do for New Year's?
I went to a party.
You went to a party?
I went to a party with 5 people.
Five people?
5. Half of them were Taiwanese.
Really? Hey, maybe you'll like my Kermit song. Hold on, I want to see what you think of this.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what I already, you know.
Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Met a frog, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to our old summer nights.
It's a frog, wasn't Andy bad enough? It's a frog, you can't be in love. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
She swam by me, she got a cramp.
He ran by me, got my suit down.
I saved her life, she nearly drowned.
He showed up, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun by all those summer nights.
It's a frog, wasn't Andy bad enough? It's a frog, can't be in love. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Well,
Hate it!
you hate it?
I hate when you do parodies of already existing songs.
Why do you hate that? It's so fun.
No, it's not. That's what Weird Al he does it. He made multi-millions off of doing it. He does it well. You do it shitty. You know what,
What?
I like what you know what I like what you do when you do it
What?
is original, real songs that you wrote.
I have songs like that.
That's all anybody wants to hear.
All right. So you don't like parodies at all. You don't like them.
No.
You don't think they're fun.
If I want to see a parody or a satire, I'll watch Saturday Night Live. And they are good. They do it well. I don't do that. I never have. The only parody I ever did was on the Ben Stiller show back in, 25 years ago. And it was of that guy that goes, "Oh, look, you can get this for free."
I got to see that. I don't think I've seen that.
It's stupid. I hate it because parody. Because it's a parody. It's making.
I know you don't
fun.
like parodies. I know you don't like those.
No, I don't like done shitty like that. It's a frog. It's a pan.
So you don't like any Muppets at all? What about this Muppet? Look at this Muppet. Bob, show Andy your Muppet.
Which one?
It's not what I'm saying.
Oh, Andy digs it, man. He digs it.
Look at this cute Muppet, Andy. Do you like this?
Shucks. He's handsome. Dig it. Dig it.
I like him because he's an original, weird, tiger striped puppet.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Do you hear that, Bob? Andy likes your puppet.
I can dig it.
See, that's nice. See, we have good puppets here too. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, it's been an interesting show today. We have this life coach named Paul, and he's here to help us with any problem. Andy, do you have a problem at all in your life that Paul can help you with?
You.
What about me?
You're my only problem.
I'm your only problem. You sure about that?
No, I've got a couple more. You're right.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the problem. In fact, I'm staying back. I stay back. I don't even go in the area. I just stay at my own place, and I just don't even say anything. And I don't think I'm a problem at all. Oh, Paul, you gonna sing a song for us, sweetheart?
Well, I was jamming to that tune a little earlier. It was like an F sharp.
Okay, yeah, play us a song, and then we're gonna talk about our wrap-up show that's coming up later. So play us a song, and we'll be right back.
Play a song. What are we gonna do? Another cover? Since I'm such a cover band guy, he's gonna love the fact that I've been in the Booty Shakers disco band too. But anyway, can you hear that? I don't even know. Let's see. Equipment challenges. Oh man.
You're such a talented guy, Paul. I think what we need probably right now is just a short prayer from Christine. I know you recently lost your father, so you're very emotional right now. But do you have a prayer for our frogs and all of our problems here?
Father God, we just come to you right now. I ask that you guide my words to be that of yours and your will in Jesus' name. Father, I just pray for everybody to see your light. I pray for everybody that is fighting for the truth to fight using your manual to come to it. For everybody to realize that everybody is at different points in their journey and their truths don't match all the time. It's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. for people to give forgiveness to each other when they speak negative, just to see that we are vehicles of you and you are the director of this play. And the manual teaches us how to, your manual, the Bible, teaches us how to regulate our emotions. Please, dear God, we know that we're all fighting for love and peace. And
Okay, just 1 second. I'm getting a caller. Kermit and Friends.
I just want to let you know that Cardiff guy is Stuttering John. Be careful.
The Kermit guy? No, he's not. I know who the Kermit guy is.
Cardiff guy. He's Stuttering John.
It's not Stuttering John. This is a new caller, a very odd caller. All right, sorry, Chris. So pretty much, yeah.
Can you pray for Andy too? He's feeling insecure today. He needs these petty little victories over a frog so he can feel good about himself.
A lot of
maybe
people
in
are
your
jealous.
prayers.
A lot of people are jealous of a frog for some reason. They're very jealous.
Well, in their minds, if they tear down the frog, it restores their own image.
Well, jealousy is never good. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hi, Elisa. Would you mind plugging my after show?
No, I don't mind. So you have an after show?
This is the Brain. I'm planning to do an after show. I liked your show today. Obviously, it was very controversial, and I plan on discussing things. I'm an atheist. Christine, I don't understand why people believe in imaginary friends, Santa Claus, and Tooth Fairy. I don't get it. Thank you.
Because sometimes it's nice to have an imaginary friend. I find it nice. I have one too. Yes, Wendy.
Hello, this is my Cookie Mustard. We love cookies. Nom nom nom. Ooh, and I love Alicia. Ooh, you look hot.
Love you too. I love you too. Okay, so sometimes it's nice to have an imaginary friend. Like my frog here is kind of my imaginary friend, and it's just nice to have it. So I don't mind we don't really know. I don't think anyone knows, what goes on after death, right? Nobody knows. Or before life. There's no proof of anything. And we're just guessing. And we're just saying, I hope it's this. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I think Andy's undermining your success.
You do?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Well, the petty little victories against the frog and over the frog.
No, it's not a victory. There's no contest. You lost to Jim Henson, who created Kermit. Your funny little oven mitt, green oven mitt with ping pong balls.
I'm not listening.
You don't have ears, so there's nothing to plug.
So I guess Andy doesn't really like you, but that's okay. You don't have to be liked by everyone.
I like when people are creative. Actually, when it comes to frogs, and I told you to do this, and I told him to, don't say that that's Kermit. Say that it's like Kermit's cousin,
See my name? It's Frog.
See, I actually like him and all of what he does. I'm just trying to help you, dude.
There's a thing, it's called fair use policy. Ever heard of it?
Talk to Henson. Talk to the Henson production company about it.
So I'm just a little confused about I'm just a little confused about the wrap-up show today because Brain says he's having a wrap-up show, but Wheezy, he has the main wrap-up show, right, Wheezy?
Yeah, it's the first I've heard of it. I mean, we could always do it after Brain's show. I wouldn't want to compete.
No. I don't think so.
But I do want to talk about Cardiff being a real liar. Cardiff was lying, and I want to talk about that. Cardiff, liar. And I want to talk about Paul being a shredder. That guy could play guitar.
Yeah, Paul's
I've
cool,
seen,
right?
I've seen his band before.
You have?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
very
great.
popular.
Wow.
And then I would love to talk about the talking frogs and like the battle of the frogs today, because it was kind of epic in some ways, and I think Bob's fucking jealous.
Yeah, but what about Charmin and her going on this huge podcast? Because this is something that I've been afraid of in my past too, is like you go on this huge podcast and then like you could be attacked and people could hate you and they could say a lot of bad things about you and they could actually drive a car into the podcast studio. Cardiff, like what happened with you guys?
I'm just suspicious of that story. Nothing passes the test for me with him. I think he's totally lying. That's what
Okay, so does Charmin think that though? Charmin, do you think that? Do you think that this guy is lying? And if so, is it a like misogyny thing? Would you put it in that category? What category would you put it in?
I want to research it more, right? If it's
Okay.
real, we need to call the police. If it's real, we need to call the news. Today's the first I've heard that the dogs are dead. He told me he got the dogs back today. He says the dogs are dead. I'm really upset about that. You know, it upset me when I found out the dogs were missing.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part of the whole thing.
This needs to be researched and resolved. End of story. If it's real, the police needs to be involved.
Do you hear that, Cardiff? Cardiff, unmute yourself. Everybody wants you to call the police if your dog.
And let's blow it up.
Yeah. Everybody wants you to call the police. Everybody wants you to do the right thing. The right thing is not staying silent. I think ever, if you are being a victim, you don't want to just be quiet, right? If you're
Why
being
would you put me on right when you start talking about that stuff? Have I ever made you a victim?
No, but you've been a victim of abuse.
Yeah, I'm one right now by being on this fucking show. I'm being a baby. You know, I'm just kidding half the time. You know what I was saying to my friend when you put me silent, which by the way, you're in control and you can mute me at any time, and you do. The number one thing you have going for you is how mother humping beautiful you are. You're just gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Well, thank you very much, Andy. You're gorgeous too.
Now, why do you always say that? You know,
You
I'm not. I just got up. This is bedhead.
You're naturally beautiful.
Okay. I listen to you and I decide to believe you.
You should. You have natural beauty and you're just a great guy. And, you know, I mean, I haven't seen you, but I'm sure everything's going great.
No, of course not. It's not going great because I'm not with my girl.
So then why aren't you?
Remember, I don't have a car. I'm not asking you to get me a car, which, by the way, people, she could buy me a car in a second. She's thinking, and by the way, no one's going to drive into your podcast studio because you're on the 22nd floor. They'd have to take the car up in the elevator.
Well, I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about Charmin. Charmin was on a big podcast. And then the next day, somebody drove into the studio and they took a hammer to all the equipment. If the guy would just unmute himself, he could tell you that, Cardiff Electric. Why'd you tell Andy what happened so he could, spread the word?
I'm not
This guy's so weird. This guy's so weird.
Why do you put himself?
He's just acting really weird. I don't know. He's acting strange. But I think everybody should reach out to that Cardiff Electric guy, see if they can help. Maybe he can make his story a little more clear. Just why wouldn't you call the police after that? Why are you acting strangely and oddly? Why are you like all yellow? Like, I just don't understand this guy at all.
She's funny. She does have some comedy chops. That's from dating me. That's from dating me.
Must be. So on our wrap-up show, I want to discuss all these things, right, Frog?
Oh.
So like,
To be on it this time?
What'd you say?
You're going to be on the wrap-up show?
No. No, I'm not. But there's other people that are going to be on it.
Because me and you are going out to eat, right?
If we do that, I'll be very surprised, but pleasantly.
I don't have a ride. I'm going to say it again. And, you know, I stopped asking you to get me. You know, I'm banned from Lyft. Banned
Come
from.
on, walking ain't crowded. Quit making excuses.
Yeah, there's buses. I have Uber. There's,
Okay.
you know, I mean, I would
All
do
right.
that. You know, I would do that for you.
You want to get me an Uber?
I would. Yeah, I guess I would.
Okay. I guess so. See how reluctant your Jewish
Well,
head.
every time I do it,
That's-
you don't want to be here. So if you really wanted to be here, I would do it.
I'm not packing a bag and moving in. I know that's what you want. Which you still want me to?
Yeah.
Oh, I love my little girl. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll come out to lunch with you. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the Uber.
All right.
I-
All right, I'll send you a car right now.
Oh, are we wrapping this show up? Okay.
Yeah, it's about to be the wrap-up show. And the wrap-up show is going to be with Wheezy. So Wheezy.
Why are you never on that wrap-up show? I've been on it.
The wrap-up show? No, I'm not supposed to be on that. I do this show and then, what?
Why not? You can maybe today you should make an appearance.
No, because that's the whole point of the wrap-up show. The whole point is to wrap up this show. That's the whole point of the wrap-up show. If I was on it, there'd be no reason. Like, that's this show.
Every wrap-up show, you're watching it. You watch it, so you might as well be on it because you're watching it.
All right. I'm just gonna call her. Kermit and Friends. How can I help you?
Why can't you promote my after show? I have the best after show. It's the most honest, definitive after show on the planet. It's the brain. Why can't you support me? Why, Wheezy? I don't get it. He's still wearing a Santa hat. It's after fucking New Year's. You don't wear a Santa hat after New Year's. You should take your fucking Christmas tree down. It's after New Year's. There's no fucking holiday right now. Just saying. Support my fucking after show. I'm drunk like Andy Dick. Blasted out of my goddamn mind.
I don't even see your camera on anymore.
I am not drunk.
Fuck off.
Oh my god.
That's one of the wrap-up show hosts, but really, I mean, he's talking about Wheezy right now. Wheezy has a really nice wrap-up show. So I promote that show. This guy, this drunk guy, he calls me like a cunt all the time. So it's hard to promote him. Every time I think about promoting him, I change my mind. So it's difficult.
Why does he say I'm drunk? I'm not. You baby knows when I'm drunk. Doesn't baby?
Yeah.
I see it's rigged. The whole thing is rigged. You like his puppet because it looks like your shirt. Stripes.
That is a good point. Okay,
I
so
win.
Wheezy Brain really talked poorly about your wrap-up show.
Yeah,
so
you know,
poorly.
it's okay. Hi, Andy. Big fan.
But do not do your wrap-up show right after the show because of him.
Oh no, I'm gonna do it immediately. That's just like,
Yeah.
you know, that's more inspiration.
And I'm
Yeah.
fine. Wear it. You do have about one more day to be wearing it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's still, you know, I still feel the spirit around. But Andy, I'd love to have you on the wrap-up show anytime, since Elisa won't come on.
I've been on it. It's weird that she's not on.
Yeah, there's been so many hosts though. I think I might be the newest one.
Yeah,
Besides
people
Brain.
are really like it's getting weird because of the wrap-up shows and the puppets, and that's not what this is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like everybody like fighting and against each other, and my puppet's better than your puppet.
You turned it into that. You know that. You know, you pit people against each other, baby. Oh, she took herself off. Now in you, Santa Claus.
I know. Well, I will say that I'm very happy you're back on the show, Andy, and I think that you should be on every week. And if you go to brunch with her, you should make it a weekly thing on Sunday.
That would be nice. I cannot never imagine that, but yes, Kermit and Friends. What?
I miss you so much.
And, you know, obviously I love you, dude. That's not a problem. Look, you remember GPN? Remember Gonzo Podcast Network? We paid you, dude. We paid you to be on our network. We paid you $500. I'm willing to pay you more money to be on my after show than Wheezy. I'm willing to you know, I want to hook you up, bro.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, you were on GPN, dude. Gonzo Podcast Network. We paid you. I worked with you before. I know you don't remember. I don't either because I was inebriated. I get it. It's not a problem. Just come on my show.
$1,200.
Pay you. It's not a problem. Thank you.
$1,200. I'll do.
Okay, so the the good news is Andy will take money for pretty much anything. The bad news is he will not remember you, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll give you the $1,200, and you can be on whoever's wrap-up show.
Are you? Does my baby? Is she a little jelly?
I'm not jealous. I'm happy for you. I hope you go on that Weirdos wrap-up show. That's fine.
It's a wrap-up show of your show.
But make sure he pays you first, because sometimes he says he's going to pay people for things and he doesn't do it.
And I also am banned from PayPal, Cash App. Well,
Yeah, getting the money to you will be difficult.
I'm gonna send it to you. No, for real. I'm gonna have him send it to you.
All right. All right.
Who is that fool? Like, can you tell him to send you the money? It doesn't have 1,200 is my go-to.
I think 1,200 is a good amount.
Fine.
All right.
Cheap.
Yeah.
I used to make $75,000 a week.
Yeah. So we're unresolved with this Cardiff Electric guy. We're very unresolved.
He died.
Yeah. But I hope that he joins the wrap-up show too, and everybody. Well, this is interesting. Cardiff Giant on Wikipedia was one of the most famous hoaxes in American history. So it's a hoax. So people are saying this guy Cardiff Electric is related to that it's a hoax. Whatever. All right. So our wrap-up show, some of our topics should be Charmin and people doing other shows. Wappy doing other shows. Wheezy doing other shows. Everybody. T-Bob. T-Bob has his own show. You know, people doing their own shows and guest starring on things. It's really cool, actually. I like it.
Does the frog have his own show?
Yeah, he does. The other one, yeah. They both do. All the frogs have their own show.
Oh, finally, I made it back up here.
Sweet.
Elisa, and I can tell you're still sick with COVID-19, so we're praying that you get better. Everybody say a prayer for Elisa and her COVID. And you are right. However, there is a lot of flu going around still that is not COVID. We got a guy here who came down with the flu. He does not have COVID.
Did he get tested for COVID?
Yes, he did twice. And everybody here pretty much, I think, has had COVID, except for me and Gene. But I can't catch it, so I'm not worried about it.
Why can't you catch it?
Oh, God. You forgot already?
Because you're like Sicilian or something?
No, I have two genes that come out of the unborn babies during the Black Plague. The unborn babies during that time developed two advanced genes, which is a total defense against all viruses. I cannot catch a virus.
Okay, well that's good.
But I wanted to address the fraud issue, because people don't understand that actually making puppets was my idea. Rob said it's a good idea. I could do it digitally. I said, I think you should do whatever makes you feel happy. So he went and did that. I went and made my frogs. There is no battle here about whose frogs is better than what. His is going to beat mine digitally, but they're not real. And he does have a lot to learn what he's doing with all of his programming. He's still got a lot to learn. And he'll learn it if he's determined. But you're not going to sit here and tell me that I'm on the bandwagon with everybody about that Cardo guy. He's full of the BS. Brian hates everything. You guys got to learn to ignore everything he says. He gets jealous. He gets hateful. He's dating Charmin. So, of course, he's going to come out with both fists flying at this guy, which is fine. I mean, the guy is full of BS. The other guy, Paul, is really cool. I think everybody's already gone and listened to at least one of the songs that didn't know him. He's a really good artist, very talented guy. That was a good find. I was hoping for more time with this guy today, but that's okay. I mean, you can't always fit everything in maybe on a show, but you do a pretty good job.
All right, great. Yeah, so Wappy, Wheezy, Charmin, you, Cardiff Electric, The Frog, Christine, Andy, like these should all be topics for the wrap-up show. Oh, look how beautiful. See, that's nice. I like that. All right,
That's
so
what lunch is all about right there.
That's what life is all about. I would like to include everyone from the show today on the wrap-up show. I'm supposed to mention Man Cave Live for anybody that's into that. And all the other shows that people are promoting. Obviously, watch anything that Charmin is in, because Charmin is into a lot of different things. What is that, Charmin?
Okay, so last week or a week or two ago when you got sick, I reached into my bucket of medicine and I pulled out some homeopathic antivirals that I wanted to share with you. I put some screenshots in Discord. And I noticed that the expiration on my little homeopathic antivirals was February 2022. So I figured I should probably take what was left and finish them up. And then my kid got COVID. And everybody in my circle has tested positive except for me. And so now Gunna virus is my favorite thing on the planet. And I think everybody should be researching these homeopathic antiviral pills because literally everybody in my circle is sick except for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible,
Yeah.
Charmin. It sounds like you really found something.
I'm really
great
happy
there.
with it. I've reached out to the company. I intend to contact my doctor again tomorrow and talk to her about it and get some more just to have on hand.
Okay, make sure you give us that information. Yes, Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Why do people plug these kind of like snake oil salesman medicines? Like, oh, if you take this herb and that herb, it's gonna save your life.
Well, she
Come on, man.
she actually was the only one to not get COVID. I don't know.
The only cure for COVID: get the vaccination, get your booster shots. All this bullshit, natural shit doesn't work. Crystals don't work. Praying to God doesn't work. Please just get your vaccination. Get your 2 vaccinations, right? Get 2 vaccinations. Get a booster. Maybe you'll be okay, right? You got your vaccination, right, Elisa?
Yes,
We
I
know
did.
that. And you still got. I'm just so stunned that you got Omicron. It makes me so upset. If you figure, right, get a vaccination and you figure you're pretty good. It says, oh, it's 95% success rate, right, to ward off.
Well, they did say, Brain, that horrible. Oh, well, I want to say something. They said that it makes it less deadly if you're vaccinated.
Well, yeah, it's less deadly. You can still still get it, but it's less deadly. But it's not fun getting it, right? Like,
It's not fun getting it, but it's like 99% of 99% of the deadly cases are unvaccinated people. That's what it is.
Right.
So
I understand.
you could be a little
Can
bit.
Can you tell us how it was, what it was like? Like, are you doing better? Can you give us an update on your health? Like, how are you doing? Do you have your taste back? We want to know, right? Like, inquiring minds want to know, right?
Yeah, no, I'm doing better. It was bad at first. It was scary at first. I went to the hospital and they said all the beds are taken up by unvaxxed people. That's what they said.
Okay.
I don't know why they would lie about that, but that's what they said.
So you went to the emergency room and they said, sorry, all our beds are taken up by like unvaccinated people.
Yes, that's what they said.
Wow. So you're, for getting a vaccination, right? You got the vaccination. You're a second-class citizen, right? Over people who didn't do it.
Well, I wasn't in bad shape, Brain. Yeah, but I wasn't in bad shape. That's the truth.
Okay.
I was just worried about it because everybody was freaking me out. But you know what I would say? I mean, right now, just like scientifically, if you look at like doctors and what they're saying, I would go by what the doctors are saying and what the scientists are saying. I wouldn't like say, oh, like I'm smarter than them. Like I found this mushroom. Like, oh, this mushroom I got. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. Just follow the rules. Right now, the rules are just get vaccinated. Yeah, wear a mask. Like why does everybody have to push so hard against the rules? Like, that's something I don't understand. Like, just try to do something that like is the right thing to do. I mean, I don't think it's the right thing to do to be unvaccinated and around people. Like, those people should be in jail for like murdering people, in my opinion. Like I know a lot of people.
It's like the old days, right?
Yeah.
When people with HIV
Yeah.
would try to infect other people.
Yeah. So I had
They were
people
charged with murder.
So I had people tell me, "Oh, I have the flu. I don't have COVID." I say, "Are you tested for COVID?" They didn't even take a test. So like, and then they're around people. Like, to me, that's so irresponsible, and you're just a fucking idiot if you do that. And I'm just like so sick of people saying that to me. Like, "Oh, I don't have COVID." But they didn't buy a test. And it's just like, get the hell out of here. It's like, I'm surprised at how many people that are so irresponsible and don't care about others and just,
I mean, I don't leave my house, so I'm different than most people. I don't do shit. So what was it like? Okay, you have COVID, right? You tested positive. Can you take us through like kind of what it was like going to the ER? Did they treat you well? Did they say
No, something I don't like about the ER. I mean, I don't go to a nice hospital. So this hospital was horrible. It was so bad. They didn't even have a separate section for COVID people.
Hospital?
No, I should. I'm cheap. Brain, I'm very cheap. I'm very cheap with things. So I buy the cheapest, I have a choice of what insurance to choose. And I choose the cheapest one. And I realize that's very stupid because if you're in a bad situation like that, I mean, it was disgusting, this hospital. I don't want to say which one it was. It was so horrible.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I was hesitant to get the shot because I don't like shots.
You didn't go to Cedar Sinai?
No, that's where I should have gone. That's where I should have gone. I did not go there. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about this anymore, Brain. I don't really want to talk about this, but I do feel strongly that, like, just follow the rules. Stop pushing so hard against what's right, because it makes sense that what's right to do is not to be sick and be around other people when you don't know if you have COVID or not. If you don't know if you have COVID and you give it to your kids and you give it to your parents and you give it to like your wife or whoever you're giving it to, like, oh my God, I can't think of anything worse than that. Like, it's just,
were you really like, I mean, like, oh my God, I got the vaccine. Like, why the fuck do I have COVID? Were you like shocked, like you still got COVID, even though you had the vax? Like,
no, not really.
I would be pissed off if I got the vax and I still got the shit. I'd be pissed off.
I'm not really pissed off about that. I'm pissed off about like other things.
Yeah.
I'm mostly pissed off like that. I put myself at risk. Like, I looked at things. Like, like I said, I'm really cheap. So I'm cheap about things. And that puts me at risk. And like, I'm around people that I know are dangerous to be around because they're not vaccinated. And I'm still around them. And it's just dumb thinking on my part. So.
Did you get the booster?
No, I didn't. It wasn't like enough time yet.
Are you going to avoid it?
That's the thing. I don't even really want to get the booster. But Andy's trying to say something, Brain. I'll see you on your wrap-up show. Yes, Andy. What?
Not fair. You're not putting me on. I know what you're saying. You're saying that I gave you COVID. Aren't you?
Did you?
On a silver platter. Of course I didn't. I don't have it.
You wouldn't even know if you did have it, though. I don't think.
That's true. And by the way, I did feel sick. If I had COVID, it was quick. It came and it went. Yours was long. It's still there. You're coughing during this show. I'm second guessing whether I should go out to brunch with you.
Well, hold on. Charmin just wrote something very interesting.
What?
Wait, is this Charmin that wrote this? Wait, Bob's a knife rapist who bonds with other rapists. Charmin, what?
Bob and I are fighting in private chat.
What's going on with Bob?
He's calling me nasty things in private chat, so I'm fighting with him in private chat.
Why is he doing that, Bob? Why
That's who Bob is.
Bob, what the hell?
You try to be nice to this stupid fucking bitch, and she just
You
runs
haven't
around
ever
lying on
tried
her.
to be
You
nice
lied
to
on me
me
just now,
once,
bitch. I never
Bob.
raped a bitch. I
You're
was
a
never
piece
guilty.
of
I was never
trash, and
fucking
I'll
a
call
rapist
you
with
out
a
every
fucking
chance
knife.
I get.
Fuck you fucking
You're
piece
not my
of
type,
shit.
Bob.
Nobody likes you. That's why you
I
don't
don't
like
like
me.
you either.
I'm
I don't
telling you,
particularly
you're an
care.
ugly
You
fucking
not
piece of
liking me
shit.
actually works in
Fuck
my
you.
benefit,
You won't
Bob.
let other
You're
people talk,
such a
so I
piece
gotta
of
yell over your
trash.
stupid
Being
fucking
your
ass.
enemy works out
You're
good
the
for
rudest
me.
fucking bitch on the internet. So be happy. You accomplished something in your life. You're
Yeah.
the most hated,
I'm
ugliest
so glad you
fucking
hate me. Are you
cunt
finally
known
going
to
to give me some free
mankind.
publicity and blow up Cardiff? Come on. You've been
I'm
telling me
not
you know
doing
how to
that.
get free
Cardiff's a
publicity
lying
for months.
motherfucker.
Put your money
I
where
agree
your
to
mouth
that.
is,
He's a
bitch.
lying
Shut up or
motherfucker.
shut
But
up.
you
I
probably
got a
paid
story
him to
for
do
you.
it, didn't you?
Run your little
And that
mouth and
fucked
do
up
your
you.
little Bob thing.
AW was scared of you when she came on the fucking internet, which means you're the one stalking her, you stupid fucking loud bitch, and anybody can fucking see it.
I intend to
Bring
do
her back
everything
up,
in my
Elisa.
power to make
Bring
sure
her
every
back.
person
Bring
on the planet
AW
knows
back
who
up.
Zarina
This bitch is stalking
Hameen
her to this
is.
fucking day.
The anonymous
Bet you that.
woman who is
I'll bet you.
responsible for
You're an evil
destroying
little
my life,
stalking bitch.
and not
You're
a
just
single
as bad
doubt
as
in
all
my
these other
life
little
she's
fucks
your
that go
best
around stalking
friend.
people.
Not a
You're
single doubt
evil.
in my life
Nobody
that
likes you.
Cardiff
You're the most
really
evil
received a
fucking
threat from
cunt
an
known to
anonymous
mankind.
woman, and
Hey,
there's a story here
if
to
it were
be
legal, I'd
told.
pay
Whatever
$500
it is
for
that
what
you
you
do,
get your
Bob, you've been
fucking ass beat by
promising me
3
for
real
months that you
lesbians.
know how to get
Because you're
free
a fucking
publicity.
hater. You fell
It's
so in
time
love
for
with
you
her,
to
you
put
went to
yourself to
stalking
work.
her.
I
That's
like
what
your
really happened,
muffin.
isn't it?
I'm happy to send you to Africa.
Look, you ain't
Whatever
gonna
we
do
got to
shit.
do to
You
get
ain't
you
collecting
engaged,
money
to get
from me.
you to
I
do
don't
your
like you. I
work.
don't want nothing to do with you. Get over it.
What?